Today's horoscope, Cancer April 24th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With today's Sun-Pluto square, there can be some tension that's most likely about power and control as the day advances. Focus on softening and moderating your impulses, even if getting involved is tempting. Watch for a tendency to confuse hunches with fears, since there is a tendency to be overly suspicious with this clashing transit. Consider that people can be temperamental under current conditions, including you. A part of you could be attracting, or attracted to, some level of drama if you are not in touch with what you truly want. You may be a little conflicted about how deep your feelings run for someone. Later today, someone might open up to your unique outlook or help boost your self-image. Dark energy lies ahead today. Do your best, and don't feed the Minotaur. As the sun glides through the sky today, he'll clash with an intense Pluto, the planet of death and destruction. This ensures a rocky and challenging day ahead for everyone, but especially in regards to relationships. If you're feeling provoked or threatened, do your best to run and hide rather than rise up in fury. The universe is trying to teach you grace and patience rather than flying off the handle. All actions today will be met with regret later. Do not invest right away. Pause for the cause on a new potential venture with a work friend when the Sun in Taurus squares Pluto in Aquarius. Someone may approach you with a fantastic idea. Although this seems promising, you should wait before investing your time, energy, and financial resources. If you are not careful, this opportunity could go sour quickly. Make sure you know what you and your work friend are about to do if you choose to work together. A contract with clear guidelines and expectations might be helpful. There is conflict between your internal and external power sources while today's planetary transit lasts. Pay attention to conflict and try to use it to your benefit. With your nature, this can be a challenge. When faced with a conflict, ask yourself, what is your desired result? A little bit of forethought can mean the difference between a breakthrough and a breakdown. To calm your nerves during these moments of conflict, drink chamomile tea, and don't forget your exercise. If you suddenly find yourself feeling playful on this day, go with it. This essence can bring out into the open the spontaneous part of you that is so often buried beneath responsibility. Chances are, this will delight the people you share the most time with, especially if you have kids. Let the flow of this fun-loving vibration take you away to some good times and laughter. It has probably been far too long for you and everyone else. At a time when the whole dynamics of this financial year are shifting, but with some short-term turbulence in the process, the moon's final hours in your financial sector are all about listening to your financial instincts and paying attention, but without overthinking things. This will leave you with a download of information and insight to unpack as Mars' return to your income sector has begun powering up the income side of the financial fence, while on the other side of the financial fence, money matters prepare to move into review mode. The timing of the moon's return to an adventurous part of your chart today couldn't be better, with the start of not only a seriously good few days when it comes to the spirit of romance and adventure, but with each day getting progressively better. Before leaving in 2 days, the moon will connect with Venus, the planet of love, in her last full week here in the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, in her first back in your romantic sector, days before they are due to come together over the weekend. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, you might notice a shift in your mental clarity, a subtle but powerful sharpening of focus. Complex situations that once felt overwhelming now seem more manageable. You find yourself craving mental stimulation and seeking out conversations, topics, or projects that challenge your intellect and expand your understanding of the world. Whether it's diving back into a subject that's long intrigued you or finally picking up that book or podcast you've been meaning to explore, your mind is hungry for knowledge. And the best part? You're not just absorbing information passively, you're eager to explore, question, and analyze, driven by a genuine desire to grow. This thirst for understanding arrives at the perfect time, because today's cosmic landscape is urging transformation. With the Sun in grounded Taurus squaring off against Pluto in visionary Aquarius, There's a cosmic nudge, maybe even a push to take a deeper look at who you've been and who you are becoming. This aspect brings a kind of inner tension, not to shake you up in a chaotic way, but to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and confront the parts of your life or yourself that are ready for an upgrade. If you've been clinging to a version of yourself that no longer fits, this is the moment to lovingly let go. Just like shedding an old skin, you might feel vulnerable at first, but it's all part of making space for something more aligned with who you are now. Change isn't always easy, but it can be incredibly rewarding. Think back to a time when you took a leap of faith. Maybe it was changing careers, moving to a new city, or even ending a relationship that no longer served you. At the time, it may have felt uncertain, but in hindsight, that change likely brought new strength, insight, and clarity. This is one of those turning points. Your energy is high, and your confidence is unmistakable right now. You're motivated, not just by ambition, but by a deeper desire to take ownership of your path and make progress in areas that matter most to you. This is a beautiful time to take those first steps toward your goals. Talk to the people you trust, your closest friends, your family, or your partner. Share your ideas, even the wild ones. You'll likely be met with encouragement and support, perhaps more than you expect. Sometimes, just saying your dreams out loud gives them momentum. But remember, transformation isn't just about grand gestures. It's also about showing up consistently and keeping your word to others and to yourself. There may be moments when your enthusiasm outpaces your ability to follow through. If that happens, don't be hard on yourself. Just take a step back, reassess, and recommit with intention. Being aware of how your actions affect those around you helps maintain trust and harmony in both personal and professional relationships. Communication is key, especially if emotions are heightened. Speaking of relationships, the energy today supports emotional openness and connection. If you're single, you may find that your authentic self draws others in, especially those who resonate with your values and sense of purpose. And if you're in a relationship, this is a great moment to deepen your bond. Organize something special, have a meaningful conversation, or simply show up fully and be present. Emotional honesty now can lay the foundation for long-lasting intimacy. Financially, the stars are in your favor. Opportunities could surface that lead to greater stability and even abundance. You might come across a smart investment, a business idea, or simply make a savvy decision when managing your money. Trust your instincts, but also take time to assess your options thoughtfully. Your clarity and confidence will guide you in the right direction, and if you need advice, someone trustworthy is likely to offer just the insight you need. On the physical front, if you've been putting off exercise or self-care, today might be the spark you need to get back on track. Your energy is not just mental, it wants a physical outlet too. Whether it's going for a walk, stretching, dancing, or returning to a favorite activity, moving your body will not only boost your mood but also align your energy in a way that feels grounded and powerful. This is your reminder that your well-being is just as important as your productivity. So take a deep breath and ask yourself, what are you ready to release, and what are you excited to welcome into your life? Is there a version of yourself you're ready to say goodbye to? And what would the upgraded, more aligned you look like? Share your thoughts in the comments. What's shifting in your world right now? What steps are you taking, big or small, toward becoming your most authentic self? Your story might be the exact encouragement someone else needs today.